Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now today we will take a look at the charts, but before we get onto the charts right now, we have seen some price action, especially with the market is like a broad generalistic view is down. However, Xrp is also down as well. He was trading around that 75. I'm not quite sure if we just tapped 66 cent, but we did roll over, and I wouldn't say capitulation, it's a healthy correction towards that 59, 60 cent mark. Now we'll go into more detail, as I said, on the charts, but this is the reason why we have had this retracement in the markets. Concentrating on Ripple XRP right now. We will take a look at XDC and we'll make some comparisons to the XRP Bitcoin chart. We'll also look at XDC against XRP on that pairing as well. But here we go, guys. Ripple versus SEC closed door meeting cancelled again. XR price to dip, and this is exactly what played out within the last 12 to 24 hours. So this is what's happened here. Cancelled meeting. What's behind the delay? So the co-founder of Black Swan Capital has shared on X today's scheduled meeting has been postponed. He hints that the case may be more about internal regulatory manoeuvres. The actual legal debate suggesting there might be nothing new to discuss. So here we go. We've got all this article here. You can find this on coinpedia.org. So obviously talk about the SEC fleeing. Obviously the SEC know they've got their backs against the ropes right now. XRP are literally kicking the XRP. Well, Ripple are kicking the SEC's ass right about now. And again, they're literally implementing stalling tactics to frustrate the XRP holders. Now this has been going on ever since the litigation began. So we're pretty much at the precipice, guys. Now it's only a matter of time before Annalisa Torres comes out and makes a ruling based on the XRP. Okay, and yesterday we also had the Bank of England cut rates by 0.25% down to 5%. So this is the first rate cut since 2020. So that means the UK, the British pound, where I'm from, has weakened. So that isn't great news for us. And this is exactly why I don't hold any British pounds. Yesterday I checked my bank balance, and I kid you not, I had 21p in my bank balance. 21p. 21p. Don't even care to admit it. Do you know why? Because it's all invested in crypto. Simple as that. I ain't budging. Crypto is the future. I ain't going to disclose how much I've got within my crypto portfolio, but fuck fiat money. That's all I will say on the topic. So we also had the FOMC meeting as well with the US. They interest rates remain the same, and that was exactly what was expected. But however, there was hinting. Let's just go on to my home here, get over onto X. There was hinting, and I did quote it here, Powell, there was a real discussion about the case for reducing rates at this meeting. So that is bullish. That is bullish for crypto. You know, bad news for the US dollar, because obviously, you know, they'll be fleeing to other fiat currency, no doubt, so wherever the strength may lie. But ultimately, everyone's just trying to get into crypto. It's just like it's going to be a massive sort of, you know, dash for the door, whoever can, you know, buy up the most crypto. You can see all these spot ETFs going on now with Bitcoin and Ethereum. All the big boys, BlackRock, Vanguard, 21 Shares, all the big hedge funds are all getting involved to some extent. Okay, so this is what it's all about now. We are moving into the digital age. So without further ado, we will go into the XRP chart to start with. We will get onto XDC. We'll compare then XRP with XDC, and finally we'll probably look at XRP Bitcoin chart as well, because that seems to be a kind of a good indication really where we can expect XRP to move. So this is the line with markers. You can see where I marked it up here. Again, we're catching the wicks here. Not as important as the weekly closes here, but I'll just go back onto the line with markers again. And I've just posted a tweet this morning. We didn't really get a big response, believe it or not, off the back of that tweet. I feel like everyone was expecting like a massive ruling yesterday, and because of that, everyone's a little bit deflated. So this is what happens when everyone gets their hopes up. But We know it's to be expected now. XRP, well, SEC anyway, they just love to implement those stalling tactics. But we know we've already broke out. We broke out here back in February of this year. We've got the bounce, we've got the grind, we've got the apex. We're going in the right direction now. So this is a trend reversal in my case. So we've literally pumped a little bit. We've pumped like 50% all the way from around 40 cents all the way up to about 60 cents. So that's a 50% increase. So that is decent returns in comparison to what XRP has been performing ever since, you know, this bear market, since the high of April 21 in that particular cycle. So the tides are turning now. We are in the right place with XRP and the rest of our investments across the crypto industry. So this is what's playing out now, and we talked about yesterday in the previous video how we look to sort of target these weekly closes here. So anywhere from about $1.56 to about this sort of peak here, about the $1.20 mark. So when that comes, who knows, but I expect it fairly soon. Again, this is a weekly chart, so week to week you might not get anything. 1 week you might just get that massive pump. You can see here, you know, we're all the way down here, trading around 44, 45 cents. Then what, within 4 weeks you're trading at $1.55. So, you know, you could be looking at a 4 week before we're back up these highs again, realistically. And then September, that will take us into the month of the rate cuts, and that's just when we know that this chart is just going to go absolutely parabolic. So hopefully get a strong close into the finish, and then 2025, obviously we all reap the rewards, and you know, we gain the fruits of our labour for holding and putting up with this miserable coin. It has been miserable, but it's worth it in my opinion. It's better than holding coins. I'm trying to go back here to, obviously I've lost it now, I've clicked off it, obviously with fiat currency, with the British pound, with the US dollar. Crypto's just a no-brainer in my opinion. So that's XRP chart. We'll look at XDC individually. XDC, where are you again? Line with markers. XDC looking phenomenal. We are coming to, you could argue we could pull that up there and then maybe make this a little bit tighter. Yeah, so we're still getting these sort of line with markers, these clauses inside. So we're pretty much at the end now for XDC. I like XDC if new money is flowing into the markets. For me, not financial advice, but rather than invest your money with XRP, I'd be putting it into XDC. Someone posted a comment, they replied over on X, and there was like, you know, there was a little bit of risk because XRP's already rallied 50%, you see. So rather than take that risk, why not mitigate the risk and put it into another ISO token that is yet to move and yet to break out of the macro wedge, which in my view is XDC. So any new money, XDC, then obviously once XDC begins outperforming XRP, then you can start rotating some of your profits into XRP, okay, which would be a safe haven. And we'll do the exact same thing with XRP when we roll into Bitcoin later on, which I will show you guys shortly now. But XDC looking really good now. Where's this wedge now predicting us? So we're looking around 19th of August on the weekly. That doesn't mean we'll break out week commencing 19th of August. It just means around that time we will see the apex, and then that's when we'll see that trend reversal. But for me, I feel like XDC has already put in the bottom. The bottom was likely around here, unless we've had any wicks since. You know, I'm surprised we haven't actually taken out the laws here, because the laws aren't far off there at 2 cents. So whether or not we can wick to the all-time lows since printing these weekly all-time high candles, who's to know? But in my view, XDC is a massive pick. Now let's go over to XRP Bitcoin chart. You can see here we're still printing green candles, so this is the trend reversal in my opinion. Now, when was the last time we actually saw XRP print 4 green candles like this? You know, we'd have to go back to, I'd say, around this sort of section here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Printed 5 green candles there. We got a capitulation over a 4-week period, and then we got a massive sort of, we could say a god candle, arguably. So whether or not we do roll over here, back down here, who's to know? Again, trading is all about probabilities. They're never going to rule it off. But in my opinion, this is massive market structure. Previously, once we brought this wedge, this red trend line here, we actually rallied up. So I don't expect XRP to roll over. Again, it's a probability. I do expect XRP to go on a parabolic run, especially as we close in on the month of September with the rate cuts, which is so important because the interest rates dictate the markets. That's just how it is, because obviously it all goes off GDP and, you know, what's going on within society, etc, etc. So we're pretty much there, guys. We're already there, in my opinion, with XRP Bitcoin chart, and this is a majorly bullish chart, in my opinion. XRP set to outperform the Bitcoin massively, and again, this remains our target all the way up here. I'm just checking we're still on the linear chart here. So yeah, these would be my targets up here. So there's a long way to go. I can do a measurement tool as well, guys, from current price action. So if I just click on current price action here, let's drag it up to our target against Bitcoin. So we're looking at about 49x against Bitcoin. So at current price, let's just have a look. Current price of XRP, there you can see 59 cents. We'll round it down, 59 cents. Get calculator up. So if we go, let me just CC that, make sure that we've actually cancelled the calculator and reset it. So we've got 59 cents. Say we rally up 4,900. So have we done the plus? 4,900%. There you go, you're looking at about $28, $29. So yeah, we're looking at some serious gains there. So that's what Bitcoin is saying. Bitcoin is saying XRP can reach, with a measured move, Bitcoin is saying XRP will reach $28, $29 with a measured move. Okay, which in my opinion will be reliable, because obviously we've got quite a lot of past data here. So that's XRP Bitcoin chart. Now what I want to bring your attention to finally is the XDC XRP, because this gets me really excited, because for me these are the two best assets. When I talk about shit coins like the British pound and the US dollar, they are literally paper notes to wipe your ass on, ladies and gentlemen. That's how much I hate fiat money. It's literally the biggest Ponzi scheme known to man, and we've covered on this channel how 74% of the US taxes goes towards paying interest payments on US debt, which is absolutely how they can. Oh, don't even get me started, honest to God. But anyhow, this is the XDC XRP pair. Now let's just plant this on top of that line with marker, and again right here you can see how this is playing out. So I've altered this, and this is an ongoing chart that I've constantly tinkered with, obviously because it's my favourite pairing in my view. So you can see the wedge quite clearly, very simple, easy to follow. There's no point overcomplicating charts in my opinion. A lot of people are big with RSI, but they're just oscillators in my opinion. They're classified, the label as indicators, but they ain't going to tell you shit. I'm telling you now, I've used them for, you know, on and off for 10 years, and in my opinion, they don't really work. Now, wedges do work, trend lines do work, but again, they're literally subjective. So again, depending on where you draw them and how aggressive you are with the trend lines, is going to affect the time sort of period in which you expect breakouts, whether it be to the upside or to the downside as well. So even trend lines are very, very difficult to plot, in my opinion. And again, XRP historically only traded out 3 weeks after the apex. So again, you just can never tell with trading. All we can identify now is the fact that these are very, very low prices, and the fact that we've actually expired a major market structure. So this is what we're looking at now, guys. Now, in my opinion, XDC has reached the pinnacle of this wedge. So this wedge here, obviously from inception here, okay, well, according to this Bitra exchange anyway, since it began trading on this exchange, this is going all the way back to August 2020. So there's 4 years worth of reliable data here. Obviously, we've got the peak there in June 21. And then ever since, XRP has been outperforming XDC. And it looks like we marked the bottom there after we printed that all-time high. You can see how we responded there off the bottom blue line. So if we're here back at the blue line, I expect now within the next couple of weeks for XDC to begin outperforming XRP once more. So even if we rallied up to, say, this peak here, we're looking at 160% increase against XRP. So that is, you know, some good numbers there. And if we was just to get up to here, which again I'd expect us to do. We're looking at a 235% increase against XRP. Okay, so that's more than a 2x of your XRP bag. So that would be my way of doubling my XRP bag just by holding XDC instead. Now, I do hold XRP because I do like to be part of the community. I get a little bit FOMO. I love to see XRP pump. You know, I love to see XRP do really well because I held XRP long before I got into XDC. So it was my first ever crypto buy. So there is a lot of sentimental value for me personally holding XRP. Okay, it's probably like the Bitcoin maxis back in the day, back in like, I don't know, 2013, 2014 when they first discovered when they first discovered Bitcoin. You know, it's sentimental. It's not just about the gains. Then a measured move there, you're looking at a 475% gain. So you're gonna 5x, my opinion, minimum 5x your XRP bag, in my opinion, just by swapping your XRP out for XDC. That's just my opinion. I am not bashing XRP. Like I said, I'm a firm believer of XRP, and as I've already shown you, the Bitcoin chart is stipulating that XRP can reach 28, 29 sort of dollars. Okay, but where would that put XDC? XDC is going to be absolutely massive for the trade finance space, and then ultimately we all know it's going to start off like the Amazon books. It will go into trade finance, and then it will begin to monopolize the rest of the niches, and before you know it, XDC is XRP on steroids, according to Richard Crook. Richard Crook, formerly one of the head bankers at RBS, set up Lab 577, I think it was, and then they rebranded, and then obviously it's now a bridge now for the R3 recorder, which handles 90% of global financial transactions. So R3 is going to be absolutely monster. Obviously they're involved with the R3 consortium, so all the banks, all the major banks, all the banks that provide the liquidity, they're involved, and in my opinion JP Morgan are behind it as well, because we all know XDC was built from Quorum, which was a fork of Ethereum, I believe. Anyhow, guys, enough ranting on now. We are pretty much there now, guys. So it just requires a little bit more patience. Let's get ourselves to September, and then we can start to collect the cheddar, guys. Anyway, guys, I've been the Block Bubble. If you enjoyed the content, please share, subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you want, guys. I've been the Block Bubble. Block Bubble, over and out.